The United Kingdom has a very strange relationship with race and racism, and we can see that how this BAFTA event is unfolding. Despite being one of the world's largest colonizers and having a black population in their country, the British have a very apathetic culture, and they are made to believe they don't live in a racial society, and that's reserved for America. So I need all the white British people who are policing black people and telling us how we should or shouldn't feel about racism to watch this video.
Down this block, and these white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas. You know, get out my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood." And then they start hitting on her.
Throwing rocks and everything else.
Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody. We had a nice time.
This is a clip from 1976 when black people started moving into a town in Queens, not Alabama, not Mississippi, not the Deep South, but New York City. The kids in this clip right now using the N-word telling black people to get out of their neighborhood would be John's age today.
And we are standing up for what we think is right now.
Barbara,
I mean it.
you're playing into their hands. Let me speak to them, okay?
In the name of God, how much more are we supposed to take?
Take from what?
From you people.
I mean, you people. You sound like I'm a dog or something.
As we forgive.
We need our rights. They want our rights. We're not going to give it
And they don't have enough gumption to turn around and tell that Supreme Court to rule on the laws of the land rather than to mess with our children and ruin our education and put our country down.
You kidding, man.
Now, there were appointed officials, and we'll impeach every one of them.
Clip around the same time of when schools were being integrated, what white people were saying about us and how that relates to our feelings around racism and the N-word. When we see two black people, one of which is Black American, on stage being called a racial slur, and you guys are saying it's not that big of a deal because in your country and in your culture, you act like racism doesn't exist, even though you guys are the ones that created the hierarchy of race and racism around the world, which is that's a topic for a different day. When you say that to us, this is why this conversation is going awry, because you essentially are trying to erase the impact of racism and the impact of a word that quite literally got us killed, lynched, raped, hung, and caused violence to my people. Having lived in the UK, I went to London School of Economics. I am acutely aware of how race relations are handled way differently than in America. Of course, with two different countries, two different cultures, but it's layered because on one end, British people are not really loud about anything. They're really told to just kind of like keep on chucking, keep your mouth quiet, and just, you know, keep your head down and keep pushing when things bother you. But then there's a large black population of people who are former British subjugates who are meant to just ignore racism, who are meant to just live there. And so when you have this that aired in America with Americans there talking about an American movie or an American people, you are going to get pushback like you've never seen before, and that's what's happening. Even the black British are now making videos saying that they have felt silent. They have felt like the BBC has played in their faces for years. They have felt like their voices haven't been heard. But because now black Americans are coming to the forefront with this, that it's giving a rise to the actual issues of racism that exist within the UK.
As a black Brit, I'm not even the tiniest bit surprised with how passive black British people are when it comes to this Michael Jordan, BBC, BAFTA, N-word controversy. That's because as black Brits, we have been socialized to look the other way and to let things go. Because Michael Jordan is a black Americans are going to stand on business and they're going to make sure that their voices are heard.
And it's not just black Americans. It is white people, it is Asian people, it is Latino people coming forward to be like, hey, you can't diminish the feelings and the very real harm that this entire community of millions of people feel that cause them physical harm and sometimes death. You can't ignore that because you want us to hold space for a disability or a condition. We can hold space for a condition or disability. You have to hold space for Black people and racism. And I'll end with, why is it so hard for you to see me as a human? Why is it so hard for you to look at me and say, oh, okay, I can see that their points are valid and that this word shouldn't have been said, while also saying, oh, okay, Tourette's is a condition he lives with and he didn't mean it. Intent does not change impact. And when that impact is felt and heard across the world, you have to ask yourself why you're on the wrong side of this issue.